So I am the founder of the Canadian Regulatory Technology Association. We're a not-for-profit. We're focused on bringing the stakeholders together, much like my peers here on the call. Why am I so passionate? Well, I have been a practitioner my entire career, and I've often sat between business and technology. And I always saw the disconnect. And I often played that translation role when 2008 came and you couldn't build a product without having a regulatory element to it. I felt that disconnect heightened. And I felt that there was a need to collaborate more. And I think more than ever now, with the complexity of the ecosystem, the complexity of the emerging technologies, they're not necessarily complex, but they're new. I think there's a real need to collaborate within the industry, but also amongst RegTech firms in order to scale. Yeah, I think that we are here in Canada, we are still in the maturing phase. I would say we're still early in our journey. But certainly, as you already pointed out, the last year has extremely accelerated the adoption. We did a survey on this topic here in Canada. We're about 2 years in as our association. We've been talking about RegTech and the industry, but I wanted to really level state and try to understand what the level of adoption is. And I think the findings were very promising. About 30% of technology spend here in Canada is on RegTech. We are starting to see dedicated regulatory technology groups within organizations. There's strong tone at the top from the executive level. These are all good signs. I mean, we talk in RegTech all the time about we talk of it as enabler, that there needs to be strong tone at the top. I think that is also permeating in the terms of adoption. Where I continue to see hurdles, though, is and this is going to come as no surprise to anybody, is that whole legacy issue, and it's really pervasive, right? Like, because if the larger the firm, the longer they might have systems in place. I'm a practitioner, and I've just rolled off a project. We're talking systems that are like 40, 50 years old, like really, and you're trying to layer on them, and so it's not that easy to adopt RegTech. The ease of doing things. I wouldn't say there isn't a desire, because but it's the ease of doing it and the cost implications. So also I think that the amount of opportunity out there to use RegTech is also very broad, and it's like there is an opportunity cost. Like, do I update my risk system versus my compliance system, and so there has to be a choice, and you'll always go to the choice of, okay, where am I going to most likely to get an enforcement action, or where am I most likely to get regulatory efficiencies? So, but I mean, that's nothing new. I mean, there's always business choice. It's just the complexity of the system, and the amount of opportunity makes it hard. I think the certification is very difficult because of the difficult to implement, right? And I think the standards route has been successful. We've seen it in cyber, the success of standards regulation and the compliance to them. We here in Canada, we have a standards board, and they collaborate with a not-for-profit, which we are associated with, called the CIO Strategy Council. And they have implemented a number of standards and a number of RegTech topics. For example, trustworthy AI systems, they're working on something on digital ID. I think this is a way to go, in that, you create standards from a credible source, government endorsed, like not government endorsed, but government supported. Like the Standards Council of Canada supports the CIO Strategy Council, and they create standards within the industry. I think this is probably more effective. It's because you're bringing the parties together, but ultimately via respected organizations.